If you're a general contractor, you know better than anybody that time is money. If you're chasing unqualified leads, that's just throwing money down the drain and wasting your time. But what if you had a system in place to make sure you're only dealing with serious, ready-to-go clients? That's exactly what we're covering today. How to qualify your leads like a pro so you can close more deals and stop wasting your time. Before we even talk about qualifying leads, we need to make sure that we actually have leads coming in. So here are a few ways to keep your pipeline full. You want to use local SEO and have an awesome Google My Business profile. This helps you get found when homeowners search for contractors, home remodeling, bathroom renovations, etc. You also want to have some type of referral program in place. Happy clients bring and send you more clients. Now, next, you need to be on social media and really elevate your content marketing game. Show off your work on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and now even TikTok. And finally, if you have the ability to spend some money on advertisement, paid ads can really pay off. You can use Google ads, Facebook ads are really great for contracting work, for home renovations, that type of thing. You can also, get in your network, establish those partnerships with real estate agents, interior designers. So you have those leads coming in, great. Now let's talk about how to separate the serious ones from the tire kickers. So I think we understand why qualifying leads is critical for you and your business. Not every lead is worth all of your time. Qualifying your leads upfront actually helps you seem and come across as more professional. Of course, I've mentioned it avoids wasting everyone's time. It helps set clear expectations. And of course, by being a good question asker, you will end up actually closing more deals. So here are the key questions you need to be asking your leads to qualify them and to make sure that it's a good use of everyone's time. Question number one. What's your project timeline? Are you ready to start now or just planning for the future? This helps show exactly where they are in the process of making a decision. Question number two, what's your budget range? Budget discussions aren't always fun, but they save you from pricing headaches later. Question number three, have you worked with a contractor before? This really helps dial in whether they've had bad experiences so you can address them up front. If somebody had a bad experience with a contractor, you say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that you had that experience. Here at Upgraded Remodeling, we make sure to keep you updated, blah, 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 blah. You know how to address this question. Question number four, how did you hear about us? Tracking where leads come from helps you focus on putting your time and effort into actually what's working and bringing those leads in. Not to mention, it's a great way to establish a connection. If they saw you on Facebook, maybe you have a mutual friend or you're in some type of group. So it's a great way to keep establishing that relationship. Number five, what's the scope of your project? So do they have a clear plan or are they still just figuring things out? This is where you can really shine and show how much of an expert you are, where you can actually sit down and create a timeline and show them exactly what to expect when they work with you. This is a big question and sometimes it's hard to ask because it feels like you're being a little salesy, but you can find a creative way to loop this in. Who's the decision maker? So you don't want to have any more back and forth. You want to be talking directly to the person or people that are making the final call. So a lot of times if you're talking to the wife or talking to the husband, they're going to need to talk to each other. So try to get all of them who are making that decision right in front of you during that first meeting. Question number seven, do you have financing in place? If they need financing, this helps you see if they're really ready. And you should be offering financing with your general contracting business. So that's another way to tie in, hey, well, we offer financing here for, no payments for XYZ, and you can partner with third-party financing people or guide them in the direction to a credit union or something like that. Next question. What's your expected level of involvement? Some clients, as you know, they like to micromanage. Some are just hands off. And this helps you really figure out who exactly you're dealing with, what you're getting into. And if you're the type of contractor that just does not like to have the homeowner looking over your shoulder, then you might not want to take this client on. Or you can set the expectation that, hey, our guys need to work. You need to kind of stay away and then see if you get any pushback. Number nine, are you getting other quotes? This helps you position your value beyond just pricing. You might not be the cheapest, you might not be the highest, but this allows you to really also figure out what that potential client, that homeowner really cares about. And that's one thing during this sales process, because this is a sales cycle process, you get them to talk because they should be doing more of the talking than you, to figure out exactly what they care about. That way you can keep bringing it up just to show that you are listening, and ultimately the homeowner, you want them to sell themselves. And the last question, what concerns do you have? This addresses objections before they are even objections or they become deal breakers. So the overall, all of these questions are just designed to bring out all the objections, all the things that that the homeowner cares about, and allows you to show that you're an expert, that you know what you're doing, and that you are going to take care of everything that they care about. And of course, if they've had bad experiences or they hear something bad about just the contracting world, because there are some shady contractors out there, you want to address all those concerns. And then on the back end, you have all of you can show them your website with all of your testimonials. So you have all of this arsenal that you loop in with all of these questions, and it makes closing the sale a lot easier, where it doesn't even feel like you're closing the sale. It's like, when do I get started type of thing. So once you've qualified those leads, it's time to close the deal, because this is a sales type of situation after all. But so here are a few tips. Of course, you want to build trust first. Answer questions, educate, and show credibility and proof if you have to. So you always want to sell value, not price. Highlight your quality, your warranties, and your reliability with more social proof. And that leads into the next one. You want to use testimonials and past work. Don't be afraid to show off. And then follow up like a pro. The fortune is in the follow-up. Many clients need reminders before making a decision. Maybe they're shopping, maybe they're 3 months out. You want to stay on top of mind because they might hear of another contractor. And then offer financing options. Help clients move forward without that upfront stress, knowing that they can get financing with you who they already trust. So I like to close out with just a couple of common mistakes to avoid. One of the things is not discussing budget up front. This leads to awkward conversations later, so don't be afraid to talk about the budget. In fact, it is vital and critical. The next one, talking to the wrong person. Again, you want to make sure that decision maker is there to avoid wasting any time. You also want to don't ignore red flags, unrealistic demands, poor communication. If something doesn't feel right, definitely walk away, because you might not get paid later down the road. Not following up. Like I said, one of my favorite sayings in the marketing and sales world is fortune is in the follow-up. Many clients need multiple touch points before saying yes. And finally, failing to track where your leads are coming from. Knowing what's working will save you money and get you more projects. Smart contractors don't just take every lead, they qualify first. Use these questions in this video, automate where you can, and focus on the leads that are actually worth your time. I hope you found this helpful. Hit that like button if you did, subscribe for more contractor business tips, and just drop a comment below if something caught your eye or if you need clarification on any of these questions. We are here to help.